Hi, travelers. I I'm coming I'm coming to you with a open reading because something doesn't sit right with me. With me, I can't explain what it is that gives me the feeling. And you have to pardon me. My speech is kind of bad today because I'm really tired. When you get stroke fatigue, you can do hardly anything. Right now, I'm very fatigued, but I have to bring you this message today. So, I'm using the Prisma Vision Tarot. The Prisma Vision Tarot. It's right up here. You can see the name right there. And I like these cards a lot because once laid out, like when you first open them up, you lay them out, and from the ace until the 10, they make a picture like this. This is the eight of pentacles, and but it's one continuous picture. Okay. So let me get started. Let me turn the camera around, and once I get started, my speech will probably improve. So let me show you the cards. The Eight of Wands, the Moon card. That's our timing. The Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Chariot card, which has the Dove of Peace on the top. Okay? The energy over the whole entire reading is the Magician card. Now, the last time I used these cards, Benjamin Netanyahu turned out to be the Magician. And several people told me I was incorrect about what I was saying. I don't remember the reading, but it was early on in the Gaza conflict. So this card has shown up again. Now, let me tell you what I have: 3 wands, 3 pentacles, and 3 major arcana. And that tells me right off the bat that there are 3 things that this reading is going to speak about. I'm just going to give you my second impression. Okay? The Eight of Wands represents the energy of Mercury and Sagittarius. That implies that there are going to be fast-moving events. Either after the full moon, which was either today or yesterday. I don't remember. I don't know what day it is. But at least out until Monday. I think Monday. Okay? Of next week. That's my timing. Now, in every deck of cards, I don't read the knights, the court cards, like the knights and pages, as people. I read them as messages. That's the energy that comes out the cards. And the Knight of Wands tells me that a message is gonna be announced. That's not the right word, but a message is gonna come, and then there will be movement, because knights come to move a situation along. Pages represent, here I have the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, represent smaller messages. But the Wands represent focus, passion, determination, fire, fast moving events. Pentacles represent either money or the doing of something. And of course, we have the spiritual message of the major arcana cards. So this is what I see. I see something is coming, fast moving, that's going to be, I think, destructive for somebody. I don't know if you know about the old Native American myth of the dead man walking tornado. That's what that looks like. It looks like a tornado walking across the ground. They're very destructive. I don't know if you ever seen them. There's some pictures of them on the internet that you can look at, but if you see it, it's kind of scary. All right, so that tells me some kind of destructive event is coming. It may be about a weather event, but I don't think so. I cannot rule it out. On this row, I didn't tell you how the cards are read. The cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future. Interplay of the cards. So on the present row, this way, I have the Page of Wands. So this is another message. It's a lower level message, but look, it looks like a snake wrapped around a branch. And to me, it says, this is just my second impression, but it tells me that something is going to happen in which we will become ensnared or trapped. This may be talking about the two cards here, the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands, may be talking about the past events of the protests, becoming trapped, becoming ensnared. But I think it has another message. Back to the present row, we are going to be trapped or ensnared in some kind of event. But presently, in the center, we are minding our own business. We're going about our lives and tending to the things we need to tend to, regardless of what's going on outside. Okay? Outside events. And then the Page of Pentacles comes in. And this page is not offering anything, but he's telling me that something is going to happen. Something that will be surprising. And something that it's here on the earthly plane. So I don't know if what the Page of Pentacles is trying to tell me, but he's telling me definitely that something is going to happen. Because it's Pentacle, he's doing something. So this tells me that something is, I keep saying that, something is going to happen. I don't know what. And when it does, it's like we all have to go to the ground. It's not like, I'm not getting like a nuclear war or anything like that, but it's going to stop us, and we're going to have to stop, wait, and recognize what happened and how we're going to deal with it. So the figure is planting things in the ground. Like she's waiting for, the name of the card is waiting for the harvest. So we have to wait and see how it's going to turn out. But the last two cards have two totally different meanings. When it comes to 47, he is a magician, a con man. He has the ability to distract from big events with little events. See how he's playing with the person right there in his hands? So this is us, the American people, as we are being manipulated by his words and his deeds, and a showman. That's it. So the first one is about these two cards relate to this 47 and saying that we will be trapped here with the devil, because the devil represents power, control, who has it, who doesn't. It can also speak to things that scare you, or something bad is going to happen. You have a feeling, but we are going to get out of it. We can escape it somehow. There's the dove of peace. The second thing is the magician also relate to Elon Musk. They're both Geminis, but I think his agenda is much more nefarious. I know that he broke up with 47. He tried to make up with him. He's deleted all his nasty posts about him on Twitter, but he still has the same agenda as 47. Only his is much more nefarious with AI, information. I keep saying infiltration. I remember, I don't know what the video was. I think it was the Nostradamus reading number 3. It might have been number 2, where I talked about the hydrosphere. That's a symbol that I kept saying to talk about facial recognition. And the reason why I say he's much more dangerous than 47 is because 47 doesn't have anything but his mouth, and he can control the wheels of power. But Musk has a different power. And no matter what you say about Musk, he has the ability to make his reality our reality. Okay? He kept talking about a third party. He took a poll saying a third party was needed. And he may be right, but I don't think the third party is going to be what we think it is. And in this case, these two cards represent we become trapped, but we cannot get out. Because the dove of peace is in the rain. We can't get out. So, here with this Page of Pentacles, I think this is going to be some kind of conflict, but it won't be with these two guys. It would be the United States against somebody else. I don't think it's a nuclear war, so I don't want to scare you, but I think something is going to happen. Right before I came into the reading, to do this reading, a message came across my ticker on the news. It says that the U.S. is recalling the family members, military family members from the Middle East. Now, let me say it again. It said that the U.S. is calling the removal, it's sort of like evacuation, but that was not the word they used. They're calling military families back from the Middle East. And I think this is about Iran. I think somewhere between the 14th and Monday, which is Saturday, right? The 14th, yes, and Monday, there might be a strike on Iran or some kind of conflict. Because I heard him say today he was very doubtful that they could do a deal. Well, you know he doesn't like to negotiate. He likes to tell people what to do. And they had somebody on TV today saying that they think Iran is not in compliance with nuclear policy. So I think there might be a strike on Iran, some kind of way. I just feel it. I hope I'm not right, but that's what it feels like. And this, to me, looks sort of like fusion or fission of an atom. See all the things going around the sphere? And I think it tells me that they don't know it's coming because of flower behind the person. Like it's aimed at him. He doesn't know it yet. A couple of other curious things. This is the go ahead. They get to go ahead to do whatever they're going to do. They give out the big message. They give the small message, it's go time, and then they go. Fast moving events around this. It's not a gift. It's something that they're going to do right here. And we have to all like sit down for a minute because we can't believe it. We no longer can stand up and tend to what we're doing. We're hunkering down. I don't think it's nuclear war, so that's not feeling that I get. Even though I see all these flames behind the pinnacles. See the flames in the background? So, two other things. Here with the dead man walking tornado, this represents destruction to me. But there's a figure captured in the fire. See him right there? There's his head, there's his body, there's his feet. He's wrapped up in the fire. Also, I have another figure here. It's like he's being pinned by the sink of fire. See him right there? He's being pinned by the snake of fire and entrapped. He can't get loose. And then the last thing about the spread is there's something in the tree on the Seven of Pentacles. I can't figure out what it is. It's not a strawberry. It's a red thing. See it right there? Let me hold. I don't know what that is. It's trying to tell me something though. But I don't know what, I can't identify it. What it means and what it stands for or anything. I think it's oddly placed. Because it's the only card that has this thing in it. Something like it. And coming with like a comet, a fire. See it? So between this full moon in Sagittarius, there is something I think bad that awaits us. Not to be to make you feel bad or nervous. I don't deal in fear. But this says we on one hand we're gonna be trapped and ensnared, but we can get away. On the other hand, we can be trapped and not get away. The two persons, 47 and Musk. But there's something else going on here with the moon and the devil. Which in a way, put together, they remind me of black magic. Something bad is going to happen. Something negative. Let me put it that way. And so that's what I have for you. I think I've gotten everything out of the cards that I can. I hope I'm not right. But I do have a feeling something is going to happen. Something destructive. I keep feeling that we're at a point, because these two pentacles make 9 pentacles. But then we're about to cross the threshold, we're taken aback. We lose 1 pentacle. This is all having to do with the 47 solar return. I looked it up earlier. He has natally, he has, I know what it was, he has natally Sun conjunct Uranus, and Musk has Sun oppose Uranus. And Uranus always says expect the unexpected, and this has Uranian energy all over it. This feeling of it. It's going to be something shocking that we don't expect, or we didn't expect. I think it's going to make people very nervous, fearful. But yet, I keep hearing we can get out of it, or it won't touch us. That's what I keep hearing. It will not touch us. Whatever this is. About the event. We can escape it. For a minute, we may feel we are snapped and trapped by it, but it's not going to touch us on the event. But when it comes to 47, we can escape what he's got going on, but we can't escape from Musk. So this magician represents both people. It's not like the good twin and the bad twin. It's like two opposites of the same person. Only I think that Musk is much more nefarious. My article, the chart of Elon Musk, it's called, I think, the hidden enemy, or maybe just called the chart of Elon Musk on Substack. I kept talking about he has Mars conjunct the North Node in 8th house. The 8th house rules death, taxes, other people's money, secrets, sexual component to it, like inheritances, child support. He even had a child back when I think it was Venus or Mars went retrograde. I said he would. Another secret child. So that's what I have for you. I don't know what this means, but I had to bring this message to you quickly because I think events are rapidly moving. Things are in flux as we speak. I don't know if maybe this is going to happen while he is having his military parade, his birthday, a distraction. And so he can hit Iran. I don't know what it means. But this is definitely not what we think it is. And they are being given the go-ahead down the featured row. Destructive energy. It's almost like saying it's a bomb. but it's not a nuclear bomb. Okay? Let me put it that way. I want to keep prefacing that so that I don't upset people. I'm not in the business of making people fearful or make them frightened. But this, I don't have a good feeling about this. Let's hope I'm wrong. My cards are never wrong, but let's hope I'm wrong. But if it's not between now and Monday, it might come even quicker than that. I think it's gonna depend on how fast they can get the people out of the Middle East. The Middle East. Just last month, he was over in Qatar. He was in Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and he was smiling and shaking hands, and him and Musk, and making deals. But so I don't get why they are recalling the service members' families in the Middle East. They said, I'm trying to remember what it said. Let me see if I can find it on my phone. Let me look. It says, U.S. moves, there it is, U.S. moves withdraws some diplomats and military families from Middle East amid Iran tensions. There it is. That's today. So I think he's going to strike Israel within the next few days. From now until Monday. So that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can understand everything I was saying. Like I said, I'm tired, so my speech was not that great. But I think I gave you everything that I could give you out of the spread. So let's see what happens. Until next time, namaste.